Live from Toyota Mountain at the Chicago Auto Show, it's time to get dirty with TRD Pro. Please welcome your host, Jack Hollis.
Well, good morning, everybody. Now, listen, how many people of you went this morning to the Mama breakfast downstairs? Raise your hand. So what you heard did you have a good time? Now, listen, what you heard this morning was about a lot of great news from Bob Carter around the industry. You know, and the industry there's so many great things going to happen this year. But one of the things we want to bring to this, that Toyota wants to bring to this, is the fun. And that's why we're here today, is talk about the fun. And I'm so thrilled to introduce to you today the TRD Pro Series. It's a new series of vehicles that represents the ultimate in Toyota off-road excitement. Now, the TRD Pro Series is inspired by Toyota Racing Development's 35-year history of accomplishments in desert off-road racing and its heritage of terrain-conquering vehicles that have taken off-road enthusiasts to some of the remotest parts of the world. Now, the TRD Pro Series is the latest chapter in a long line of TRD packages for trucks that dates back to 1998, when the first TRD off-road package was introduced for the Tacoma. The limited production TRD Pro Series will be available on four-wheel drive models of the 2015 Tundra, Tacoma, and 4Runner. Already three of the most capable vehicles in the entire industry. Now, how about the 4Runner? Now, it has stayed true to its off-road heritage as one of the few remaining body-on-frame SUVs. You know, at a time when many of our competitors have walked away from this architecture, we sold over 50,000 4Runners in 2013. And with the introduction of the updated 2014 4Runner, with its premium interior and aggressive styling, we expect that to even grow more. Tacoma. Tacoma dominates the small pickup segment with a commanding 65% market share. Tacoma owners, they love its dependability, and enthusiasts love its off-road capability. So no wonder that it has been the best-selling compact truck for 8 years in a row. And then just last year, right here at the Chicago Auto Show, we launched the phenomenal new Tundra. And customers are loving it, with sales up over 10%. And so then when you combine that with Tacoma sales, we sold over 270,000 trucks last year. Now with TRD Pro, we are taking these iconic vehicles a step further. Akio Toyota challenged us to create vehicles that are exciting, vehicles that inspire people to get out there and go places. Well, these TRD Pro models are the most capable off-road Toyotas available today, and they are definitely going to make enthusiasts want to get into these trucks and say, let's get dirty. Now, the TRD Pro lineup features a rugged exterior look with dedicated wheels and tires, and the throwback Toyota logo on the iconic FJ40 inspired grille. But here's the big story. The big story is what's underneath. You've got Bilstein shocks with remote reservoirs for increased suspension travel to get you through the roughest terrain, and a durable skid plate to protect the underbody when you really want to push it to the limit. The Tundra, Tacoma, and 4Runner TRD Pro models will be available in 3 colors. You have your black, your super white, and then you have this exclusive burnt orange that is appropriately named Inferno. Okay, so enough talk. Let's get in these babies and see what TRD Pro Series is all about. All right, we got to start with the Tundra. Hey, Chris. All right, now don't take off. We got to buckle up for safety here. All right, hold on. So Chris Gomez, everybody, welcome, Chris. Chris works for me at Toyota Motor Sales. So Chris, tell us exactly what you do for Toyota. So now I understand, everybody should know you are a Tundra driver and you've been enjoying it, but I understand you like to also do a little off-road. Tell me about that. Well, so you're in the right vehicle, but now listen, I look at this TRD Pro Series. We got the, the 18-inch, got the black wheels. We have the great stitching, great new interior. We got the Tundra, stamped on the side of the bed. Cool stuff. But one of the cool things I've been, talking to you about is the exhaust. You did a great job of helping on this exhaust. Tell me about it. So I figure, we got everybody here. Why don't you give them a little taste of the exhaust note here. All right, I like that. Now listen, we're going up on this apparatus. Now tell us a little bit more about the suspension on these trucks. All right, so listen, we've done a lot of great work here on Tundra, so I appreciate it, but I'm looking at this 4Runner. I got to go jump into it. All right, Chris, thanks a lot. Zach, how you doing? Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Zach Zwillinger. He works for TRD. Zach, tell us what exactly that you do for TRD. Oh, thank you, because we just got a little taste of the suspension there on the Tundra. Tell us now. I understand you're a 4Runner owner, but tell us a little bit about your 4Runner. $223,000 miles. That's pretty good. Now listen, you got to tell me about what we're going to be doing here. I see this apparatus here. Can you tell me what we're going to do? Awesome. Let's show everybody. Perfect. I love it. Nice. Now there's you talked about that, before we talk about the story underneath, and we have the skid plate underneath. Tell me about the skid plate a little bit on the side. That looks cool too. Hey, listen. Sure, thanks. And I got this Tacoma I got to jump into, but Zach, thanks for your time. Okay, I'm really interested in this Tacoma. I'm a Tacoma driver, but I'm thinking I have to step right up in here to the Pro Series, and I got Ted. Hey, Ted, how are you? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ted Moncure. He also works for TRD. Ted, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do? Well, obviously you're doing a great job, so I thank you. But now listen, I'm looking at a pool of water here. What's going on? Let's give this thing a try. So I like it, and I heard you say something about the Chicago area potholes. I did hit a couple of those this morning, actually. But listen, I understand, and we've talked a little bit about your love for racing and trucks, and you've done some racing for Toyota and Tacomas. Tell me a little bit about your racing background. planning to do some more this year. So you go through these competitions, you learn some technology, you learn about the vehicles themselves. Any of that trickle down directly into the vehicles here? You guys are doing a great job. I'm telling you, I love this Tacoma. Maybe you have to be the one that I'm picking up next for my own personal driver. I like driving around in the Chicago Auto Show in our trucks anyways. Well, Ted, thanks for showing it off, and thanks for all your work on all these products. You got it. All right, so what do you think? Pretty cool vehicles, huh? If you would like to think about driving it, let me hear your applause for if you would like to have a chance to drive it yourself.